106 KMEL.
It's 106 KMEL. Welcome everybody to the WesternUnion.com VIP Lounge. I am your girl Shay Diddy, and I have the pleasure of sitting here with the Dream.
Hello, Shay.
How are you?
How you doing? You looking good.
I'm wonderful. You look good. It's been a while since you came by the station.
It's been a minute. Y'all don't like having me over here. It's okay though.
Yeah, I don't think it's that we don't like having you here. I think that you just don't come to the Bay often enough.
I'm always here.
Are you?
Yeah. I was here like 6 times last year.
Why?
Just doing stuff.
Just doing stuff, just working? Last year was actually a big year for you though.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. It's a pretty good year.
So what was going on in 2014? Let's talk about 2014.
Let's get all scandalous, she means.
Not even. So early in 2014, you left Def Jam.
Yeah, I left Def Jam.
Why?
It was no particular reason. I think it just had ran its course, and I didn't have certain people there that I wanted to have there. In LA, of course, I had left a couple years prior to that. Tricky Stewart, who's my partner, was over at Epic also. So the people who I started like that Def Jam run with wasn't there anymore, and it was just, you know, how companies they get big and then they get weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you couldn't be or develop yourself as an artist there, so you had to leave, or was it more so?
No, I don't.
Change?
I just think it was just time for change, and I think you know, certain vehicles I need to get to where I need to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to make a decision on where I wanted to be.
And where is it that you want to be right now?
Independent.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to have partners now. And it's different when you're at the mercy of a label versus having a partnership with the label, saying, all right, we want to do these things. Yeah. Not Dream wants to do them, could you please help me do them? Right. So yeah, so it's best to just have a partnership, which is what I learned.
We're going to do these things and you're going to back us.
But that's not really a partnership though. It's kind of like a dictatorship. Which I would love that even more than a partnership. Right.
He's like, I'll dictate to you what I want. So you launched your new label.
Contra Paris.
Yes. Yeah. What's going on with that?
Contra Paris is basically the kind of beacon for art and just culture itself. And I wanted to make sure it didn't say records behind it. I wanted to make sure it didn't say entertainment, because I think just music at this particular point and stage of it needs to be taken as a serious art, because I think since it's so much in the culture, it just becomes easy for us to forget that it's a beautiful thing that's only certain people can really, really do well. Right. Just like the likes of Basquiat or Da Vinci, or like music is, you know, it's like what it meant when people used to talk about Beethoven and they played that famous piece of his, and it's like, wow, like that was crazy. And now we don't look at music the same, and I don't know why, but I'm trying to actually start a culture of things that change the identity of what music is. Oh wow, that's a heavy task to do right there. Oh, it's not. What? Not with your help. Please, I can sing. No, I can't. I was gonna sing. We hit a falsetto for you one time. It's all art. So I was gonna say, so does that mean that you guys are gonna kind of be limited to who you work? Are you open to work with any and everybody? No, we're signing like artists. We're signing like runway models. Like we're what? Yeah, we want to be in everything that has something to do with art. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And Paris, I think Paris is basically my home away from home. I had a good time there over the last 5 years. Yeah. You know, spending time with friends of mine, just working on albums and records. And what I found there was it's almost so cultural in a way. It kind of reminds me of myself. And once I started reading on it, I went back in jazz. Like all of the jazz musicians went there a lot in the 40s and 50s to even flee. A lot of the black artists, like just to flee, to get away from what was going on in America at the time. Yeah. And I think that's what I felt there, and I had no idea about it until I read about it. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to see what happens. Ooh. Oh, God. You know, I was going to say just a few minutes ago, it's like, there's so many rumors out there about the Dream, about he's this, he's that, but he just seems like a chill dude, like a normal, the homie. Not like that, but you know what I'm saying. Like, he's not that cocky. Yeah, what you mean by that? The homie, like my bruh. No, you know what I mean? Yeah, I get what you're saying. So, what do you think all that drama and all the rumors stir up from? Because I can tell you're a very artistic person. I just don't think people know me. Okay. But it works it works good sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. There's certain people you don't want to know you because they have bad intentions.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that don't understand how this business is and how the business of just going out to be creative works. Like, you don't understand, like, it's so much of yourself that you put out through songs, and it's a part of your life that you give up. And it's funny, I was sitting up maybe 2 o'clock in the morning and a story came on HBO about Basquiat and how in the beginning he was so open. It's just like, yo, this painter, this young guy, and then he became closed. Like at the end, before he died, he was like, yo, let me pull back, because I think we start out as artists like, here you go, here's our palette of this beautiful thing that we think is a certain way, and then it's 100 people that come in to try to take something from you.
Yeah.
So you're just looking through the blinds like, is this the right person or is it not? And sometimes when that person with the bad intention doesn't get through, unfortunately, they have the bigger mouth of, you know, people who do understand you or that are friends of yours that know that, oh, I can count on Dream. If I ask him for something, I'm going to get it. You know? They have the bigger mouths, you know, like, of course, we call it hate. I'm starting to hate the word hate, but it's somebody telling you a story about somebody that they just truly don't know. If you really was to ask them, like, how do you know? They just wouldn't know. They would say, oh, well, we never really crossed paths, or I never. So it's like, okay, well, why are you sharing this? But people don't know why they share something. We just don't understand what we don't know.
That's true. I also feel like people just like to assume about people, and like that's where there's a difference between a true fan or somebody who truly just rocks with your craft and you as a person versus just people who know your name. Because a true fan is like, no, that don't even sound right. Like based on how he moves and whatever, they may not have met you, but just watching you are like, that doesn't even sound right. You know what I mean?
So hopefully you get the benefit of that thing, but
that's the benefit of the doubt.
These days, oh man, it's hard to get the benefit of the doubt.
Never.
Oh yeah, you're guilty immediately. It's like, what? Like really?
That's where you get the hits from.
It is inspiration.
Yeah.
It is content. What did Big Sean say in that? I guess that bad things create the best content. You know, Lionel Richie once told me, he said, yo, you write your best songs when you break up, not when you're in love. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be in love.
Mary J. Blige, Share My World, she had just broke up. Oh my God.
Crazy.
So I need her to break it.
That's horrible, though.
I hate that, but I mean, it's the real.
That's horrible, people. Oh.